Hey guys, here we are in our showroom, sitting here with my brother Ed and Casey, and we'll try to do this every week, and we'll try to switch out the crew members so you can kind of get to know everybody. We're going to talk about our SEMA cars today. We are 20 days away or 19 days away, something like that. We have 6 cars going, and we're right at the end of it. This is when everything gets really crazy, really fast. A lot of moving parts. We have a crew of 10 or 11 today, so that really helps. We're going to talk about all 6 cars so you guys can have something to look forward to. All right, so Ed, why don't you talk about the first couple cars, and we'll have Casey talk about the other 2, and I'll take the other 2.
Okay, my 2 favorites this year are going to be the Tesla Gullwing and the Ferrari.
Okay.
The cool Ferrari, sorry.
Tell them about the Tesla Gullwing and how the guys.
Okay, so the Tesla Gullwing is ridiculous. A lot of people do EV builds. They'll buy, parts from an EV and put it all together and put it in their car. This is different. We actually bought a Model 3, cut it, made it shorter by a lot, turned it into a Model 2, and put a Gullwing body on it. So it's basically a real Tesla Model 3 that looks like a Gullwing. All the cameras are still there. The self-driving feature will still work. It'll be just like driving a Tesla, but on the outside it looks like a Gullwing, and on the inside it looks like both. Wide as hell, big rims, the usual style that we like to use here. That's definitely a favorite. The paint on it is just really nice. The paint scheme, everything about that car, I love that car. The other one, of course, the Ferrari, the showstopper. The Ferrari is just something that, for a car person in your wildest dreams, could you even think of doing something like this? It's a very, very special car. There's only gonna be one of these cars. There's no other car. It's a unique piece, and it's just very, very special.
Why don't you tell them kind of what it is?
So basically, we took a 612, as you guys have seen in previous episodes. We cut the 612, took the whole body off of it, put a different body on it, and made it much longer and wider than that different body is supposed to look like. So in the end, the theme is a Formula One car. It's going to look like a Formula One car. It's going to sound like a Formula One car. And it'll just be really, really fast and really fun to drive.
So those are your 2 favorites?
Those are definitely my 2 favorites.
Ed, why don't you tell them kind of how this whole thing got started, how we were going to surprise Dad, and that didn't work out, so now he knows about it, which isn't good because now he's picking at everything.
Yeah. So John decided to build our dad a car, and so we started building it, and somehow, some way, halfway through the process, he figured out it was for him. And he's, like I mentioned in previous episodes, the biggest critic ever. So, especially if it's a car for him, he's been criticizing it every step of the way. For good reason, though. He doesn't lie. He just tells you how it is, what he wants, what he doesn't want, and what he likes and what he doesn't like. And this happens on every car that we do. We try things that sometimes look great, and sometimes they don't look great, and we're just honest about it and realize it doesn't look great and change it. So however many times necessary until we're happy with what it looks like.
So that car we were at where? Say 85%? No?
60?
No,
Yeah.
no. 85% done. Okay, well, it's the furthest one out because everything's been done. Upholstery's finished, paint's finished. We might have to repaint it. Hopefully we don't.
We're going to have to repaint it.
It's just all the little things left, so. My dad hasn't seen it since it got painted, really. So he's gonna be back tomorrow, and we'll see what his thoughts are. I already know what he's gonna say, but we're even thinking about lying to him and telling him that we repainted the car, and see what he thinks. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so we're at your second favorite car, which is
the Speedster, the Porsche. I don't think anyone's seen it yet. But that's one that I'm excited for.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
That's one where I'm excited for, but
explain that process, like the way our friend Greg builds it, and then he kind of does 75% of the work, and we kind of finish it off because we have to add our own touches and stuff. And why are you excited about the Speedster? Because we've had one.
So the one I'm excited about is the Speedster. Our friend Greg is building one right now for us. Usually he just puts the car together with the Volkswagen like pan with the body, mate the body, paint it for us to the color that we want. And then as soon as it gets done, it comes back and gets the interior done to our touches.
We finish it off.
You know, pretty much finish everything off with like the wheels, the stance. But I'm excited about it because 2 years ago when we built SEMA, was one of my first cars we built together. Was a wide body Speedster. So ever since then, that's been like my favorite.
Which is so gorgeous. You guys will see that car. We didn't get much time to play with it. It was like, what, 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
Yeah, after SEMA, drove around for 2-3 weeks, and
it ended up going to Morocco to His Majesty. And I've seen it since. It looks the same, looks really good. I don't think anyone's driven it. So I guess I'm left with the last 2 cars, which one is a Rezvani 6x6 called the Hercules. Is that what it's called? We bought this truck. I'm not sure why. We just bought it. It was really expensive. Sat around for a while, so we changed it up a lot to go to SEMA. Lift, big wheels and tires, graphics, big audio system by Audison, speakers in the bed of the truck. It's really something to see. Like when we're driving this thing, everyone's looking at it. It's a lot of truck. And then the second one would be my 612 Ferrari, which I wanted a 612 because everyone thinks they're ugly, and I always thought they were ugly too. But I always kind of wanted to do one to show people that it could be done and made into like the craziest car ever. We bought it. It was pretty cheap because it was tan on silver. It was the ugliest color combo Ferrari ever made by far, right? This thing was just looked like a grandpa drove it. And now it's like the most beautiful car, please. And the paint scheme on this car with the interior is the exact same thing as the Tesla Gullwing that Ed was talking about. The Ferrari's been done. We're just adding headers to it, I think, right? And that's it. And a little bit of carbon fiber to the bottom of it. But that one, I'd say, is 99% done. So is the Rezvani. So those 2 are done. The Speedster is very close to being done. We'll have about 4 to 5 days to do the upholstery, and that's it. And it's a very special Speedster we've never done before because this one comes with a glass par removable top. So it'll have the regular convertible top and then a hard top. That was an option back in the day. It was like an aftermarket option. I've always liked it. We changed it around. We put our gangster window in it. And it looks amazing. It'll be Nardo gray with the orange interior. Dad's car is a dark blue with a baby blue interior that was really difficult to find. We had to fly it in from Italy last minute to do it. We used 9 hides on that car. The whole thing is leather. Also a big Audison system. The car is just wild. Wait till you see this thing. The whole thing lights up. Same with the Tesla. With the Tesla, we're going with like a futuristic interior. And wait till you see this thing. It's amazing as well. What is the other? Oh, the Ferrari. And the Ferrari is the Ferrari. And there's no getting away from this car. You will see it. Everyone will see it. Hopefully we can take it back to Formula One a few weeks later. And then we might take it to Abu Dhabi Formula One right after that, if everything works out. Anything else?
I'm tired.
I'm tired too.
We've been here till midnight.
Casey's been here till 3 a.m. for the last week. Very early mornings, extremely late nights. But that's what it takes. Most people take 1 or 2 cars. We're taking 6. And all 6 are built. We didn't buy one and just put some rims on it. You know, these are complete builds from beginning to end. I can't wait. We do this to ourselves every year, and it's really tough. Not only does it take a toll on our bodies, but it's also financially very difficult because there's a lot of surprises that people don't know about. We always save a big chunk for the surprises. This year, that chunk was gone 3 months ago. I don't know what happened to it. So it's constantly trying to make more money to put into these cars. And all 60 of these cars belong to us. They're not customers' cars. None of them are sold. So once they come out, they all will be for sale. I like to hang on to 3 or 4 of them for a while to enjoy them. But somebody wants to buy all 6, you know, you guys call him and he'll handle it. So we'll see you in about 19 days. You guys will see the results, right? In 19 days, we can release it as soon as Toyo Tires posts a picture. We can post all of our cars. So you guys will see them on the channel and on the Instagrams and stuff.